Thanks for staying with us. Now, if you're walking down the halls at Lakeland College's Vermilion campus, you're going to see a lot of ag students and a lot of trade students, but you're also going to come across some brilliantly creative and dynamic students who are designing the future.
Hi, welcome to the Lakeland Interior Design program on the Vermilion campus. I fell in love with this program when I first got here. I was just ranting and raving to all my family and friends and showing them my work. I just think it is hugely versatile, that it covers so many different aspects that are actually related to what I'm going to be doing in my life. So everything I've been really happy with here.
I'm Adri Golding. This is my second year of interior design at Lakeland College. What drew me to the course was my notice of architecture and kind of just how different people internationally can live in all different kinds of structures and forms. And I was just really interested in how form follows function, and it can just create a completely different living space internationally around the world. I just kind of thought of that traveling and just how it relates to everywhere in the world.
We have a 2-year program here, and we accept 20 students each year. We have about 40 to 45 applicants on average per year, and we have 20 seats. Our program is accredited by the National Kitchen and Bath Association. It's North American wide, and they accredit various schools across Canada and the States. And we were the first program in Canada to be accredited. And it means that students get a little extra edge in the kitchen and bath industry design.
My name is Amanda Nordstrom. I'm a second-year student at Lakeland College Interior Design. I've really had a passion for creativity, interior design, and I took interior design in my high school course and had to interview someone who was an interior designer. And someone who I interviewed, she went to school here and she really recommended it, and I researched into it, and a few years later I decided to come here. I did a lot of sketching and drawing and stuff. Like, I really always loved to do art and stuff like that, and I have always drawn like portraits and stuff. So I started by drawing portraits and slowly decided, well, this is kind of for me. So, and also watching like all the big TV shows and for home design, and it's kind of how I got into it. I love the creativity involved, and even learning the technique and stuff behind everything, like learning how to actually, the effort that goes into making a building even. It's crazy how much is actually put into it. You walk through a building and you're like, nothing of it. And then you come to this course and you're like, oh, that's cool. Like, never would have thought of that before.
I love just being able to design, and like, even though it's a room, your options are limitless. You can just be creative, and our instructors are very good and they're very helpful, and it's nice because our classes are also smaller, so they can spend more time with you one-on-one, where if you had like a class of 50 students, then it would be harder to get help that you need.
Well, for me, it is seeing the creativity and the solutions that students come up with for the various problems. There's nothing more exciting than seeing 20 different solutions to one problem that you think, well, there's one solution. No, there's hundreds. And so that's what keeps me going here.
I'm Charles Kimball, and I'm very special because I'm the only boy in the interior design program in Lakeland College. It's actually quite funny because today's society, we create this sort of stigma between what is a male role versus a female role in both the professional sector and in life in general. But it's actually quite interesting that most of the designers that have existed through all of history, designers, architects, so on and so forth, most of them are male. Like, like 80%. And like these are people who produced furniture back in like the 1920s, and they were a bunch of old dudes with giant beards, and we're still using their furniture today. So, you know, there's not really that, everyone gets that image that it's all just like a woman's job. It's not, because, you know, guys, we've been at it for quite a while. We just sort of give, you know, like, society gave up and said, okay, well, now it's your job. So it got too related to gender and role. So.
Well, male or female, those students are doing incredible, incredible projects. And coming up after the break, they're going to share with us exactly what interior designing is. And it goes way beyond just how a room looks.